I'm going to try and do some woodworking today that I've never attempted before. I've thought about it for a while, and I've always been a little bit too scared to try it, but I got to do it now. So I've had these logs like forever. This all this stuff here. It's a apple tree that was actually planted right over here. It was like somewhere right there. My parents planted it when I was like born or something like that, and then eventually it got old and my mom was like, cut that tree down. So I did, but I didn't want to get rid of the wood because I felt like it was kind of a part of me. So now I want to try to use it in the cabinets for the van. So I gotta try and make a board, and I have no idea how this is gonna go. It might be terrible and I'll have to scrap the whole plan. I don't know, but I'm about to find out. First thing that I have to do is swap out the blade on this bandsaw because this one's really small, but I think I need something a little bit more substantial like this guy. I'm gonna try it and we'll see how it goes. One thing I wanted to show you guys, this the bandsaw that I'm using is it was a gift from Mandy's parents. So hi Mike and Lisa, if you're watching, thanks again for the saw. But they live way up in Maine. They gave us this huge box of spare bandsaw blades. I don't really even know what blade is necessarily used for what purpose. But they all have these little tags, which I thought was really neat. Can you see it? From Phil Frost and Sons. And they're in Bangor, Maine. I don't know if Phil Frost is even still doing this or not, but I thought it was cool as heck. Every blade's got a label on it that gives you the length, the width, and the number of teeth. And some of them, I noticed, have they have little notes on them. Like this one says, new, sharp, but slow. Just a little handwritten note. And it's like, this is the most like northern Maine thing, I feel like, that this, I'm assuming, and I feel like this is a pretty safe assumption, that this is just literally Phil Frost and his son or two sons just out there like making bandsaw blades and just handwriting all these notes, and it's so cool. Alright, since I have no idea how this is gonna go, I just picked this random, seems fairly small. Can you see it? I'm hoping this one's fairly manageable. I don't really know. Basically, I'm just going to try and make a pass on the bandsaw as straight as I can. But I think first I got to lop off all these little branches. Like this guy. I don't know. Watch what happens. It went reasonably well. The blade really likes the wood. It cut nice. But one issue is I can't cut very straight. The second pass went way better. I used my not really straightish cut as a reference, so here's my crooked cut. I put that down on the table because it doesn't really matter if the wood goes this way, and I use that as a reference to make a much straighter cut down that side. So I think I can just sort of neaten that up with a power planer. So it went fairly well. I think the trick is that I need to use the planer more than the bandsaw. The planer works way better. The bandsaw is great for getting us close though, but I've got 4 pretty flat sides. It's kind of hard to show how flat they are, but let me try. Doug, really? Is that flat, buddy? So there's dog slobber on the lens now, but if you can forgive that. So I still have this check to deal with. But that's okay, this was only my proof of concept anyways. I wanted to do a trial run, see if it was feasible to get me close, which I think it is. Close enough, probably. It's only cabinet making, which is like exceptionally difficult. So I also wanted to end up with a board that I could do some tests on. I'm not really familiar with the strength of apple wood. I know when this was still fairly green, it was insanely hard. But since working it 4 years ago, maybe? I don't know how long ago, but it was a while. I haven't really touched it. I've just kind of moved the logs like once or twice. So I don't really know if this is even going to be suitable, but I can put some screws into it, drill some holes in it, try and break it and see how it acts, and when I destroy it, it doesn't really matter because it's really only a test piece anyways. But it should give me an idea of whether I can use the rest of those logs for this, or if we need to scrap the whole plan and come up with something different that we're gonna use for the cabinets. So I think it was a success, even though there's really not that much to show for it.